Yeah, man, it's your boy Chris Gang. Welcome back to Power to Tell TV. Who I'm sitting with here today, man?
What's down? What's down? This your boy Big Deuce, aka LA Biggie. What it do, my dude?
What up, big dudes, man? First time on the platform, you know what I mean? The first question I always ask artists is, explain your name.
Big Deuce. It's crazy. This started in like school. We had a little rap group named Deck Three, and at first I had called myself King, and my homeboy was like, "Man, you can say King, but you know what I'm saying? You should be a Deuce. Deuce is a wild, Big Deuce." And like when I thought about it, I said, um. I thought about it. I said, man, that sound right. So, you know, from there, it just took on its own name. Like all in my graduation, it was like, I graduated, walk across the stage, everybody hollered Deuce, 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 Deuce. Even my mom was hollering Deuce. So,
Okay. Well, let's
so
take us back for a second. Where you originally from?
I'm from Scotlandville,
Scotlandville. Shouts out to
Baton Rouge,
Scotlandville.
Louisiana,
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And what school you went to?
class '07, Scotlandville High,
Scotlandville High.
Magnet High. You gotta
Okay,
put the magnet like I'm
for sure.
I
And
ain't
what
one of
kind
the
of kid you
smartest.
was growing up?
A fat kid. I was just me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just me. Wasn't trying to be no gangster. You know what I'm saying? I was just me. Fun to be around. Like I keep you laughing. You know what I'm saying? I was a big boy while I was a dog in basketball. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
So how would you describe Scotlandville growing up to somebody who never heard of Scotlandville?
Scotlandville is a place that you know, like it's crazy because it's like in that one little city, you could tell the difference, like the poverty, the low poverty, the middle class, and high class. It's all in one area.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be on one street, you see number of abandoned house. The
Mm-hmm.
next street, number of big houses and big yards. And
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just how Scotlandville is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, how did it affect you growing up, seeing all that kind of wrapped up into one?
Growing up, you know, you learned a lot. You know, back in the day, as you growing up, the big dogs in the neighborhood, you know, they made sure you go to school, you know what I'm saying? You try to be a hard ass, a bad ass, but shit, you gonna make sure you go to school, take your ass inside, you know what I'm saying? It's just different back then. Back then, you know, all the big dogs and the gangsters had respect for your grandmas and the different things that go on in the neighborhood. You know, you don't have that no more now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it,
Okay.
it just, back then, you know, they were role models, street life, but you know what I'm saying? They gonna make sure you lead the right path until
Okay.
you get grown and make your own decisions.
Okay. You come from a single parent household, or you grew up with your mother and father?
Pretty much single, you know.
Single.
Pretty much single. I ain't gonna say it wasn't my dad's fault he wasn't there. Like my dad had 3 strokes. So as I was
Sorry to
growing
hear that,
up,
man.
yeah, it's all good. As I was growing up, you know, he was down, and at one point my mama she just couldn't take care of her kids and do fully for him. She had to put him in the nursing home. So I looked up as my big brother.
And that was going on at what age you talking about?
I'm gonna say about he really went down like when I was like 7 years old.
7.
So 7 years old and up, it is just like I seen her struggle to try to maintain. So I know one thing before she leave this earth, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure she leave with that smile like my son.
Okay. At 7, what you was listening to?
At 7, you know, at 7 back then it was I think No Limit was out. You know, I listened to my brother listen to No Limit, Geto Boys, Bun B and them
Mm-hmm.
at that time.
Any one person inspired you to start making music?
One person inspired me to start making music. Well, a lot of people don't know my brother did try to rap back in the day, and I seen his rap lyrics in the book, and I was like, I ain't never heard you spit before, but you know, anything my big brother was doing, that my dad is my role model, so you know,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, then I started listening to music more, and once I heard people like, let's say Pac, Biggie, You know what I'm saying? I liked the flavor. I liked the videos. The bad women all over them. You know, and how the thug life and all that. So after that, like, for us growing, when I started growing up and I started knowing music, like, Jesus inspired me. Um, Webb inspired me. I like Webb, one of my favorite rappers. And at that time, like toward the end, Foxx, I give Foxx a lot of credit. Like,
Okay. Well, how the Baton Rouge rap scene looking to you right now, man? Like, how you looking at Louisiana rap scene? And I always ask artists that. You know, do you think the rap scene is a positive light right now or a negative light right now?
um, I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough question. We have a lot. What can I say? We have a lot of talent. A lot of talent. Like, Baton Rouge is one of the hottest cities, but sometimes I feel like we might just be looked at for the wrong reason because we're not together. You know, we're making a lot of music against each other. So, you know.
What you think make a small city so separated like that? So we is a small city, man. It just seemed like you know, everybody separated. This person don't work with this person, but yeah, we the hottest city with artists right now. You know, Young Boy, one of the hottest out,
Right.
selling millions. You got Fredo,
Shout out
HD,
to
TJ Common. You got all these artists coming out, but yeah, we still labeled as not working with each other.
Shout out to all of them. It's you know what I'm saying. A lot of times, what's crazy is at one point in time, all them rappers hanging together. You know, it's
Right.
just negative energy. I'm gonna put it like that: negative energy surrounding you, and if you let negative energy get in your ear, you know, it make the best of friends turn on each other. So,
Right. Okay. Let's talk about a couple things that you had to overcome, man, and to get in the rap game, man. A couple things you had to overcome to get where you at right now.
uh, first, like, even when we first talked, learning the business. You know, you have hot music, make music all you want, but you must know the business side. Like, just dropping music ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Let's get into that, man. Let's explain the business to some people who might not know it as well. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't know everything, but, you know, give me a little advice, you know, as if you were schooling me on something.
I would say, you know, get an entertainment lawyer, a manager, um, read up everything yourself. You know, make sure everything in order. You know, a lot of people don't realize contracts is a big thing in business. You don't want to. It's just, in the world, everybody. You have great people in the world, but other great people see what they can get from you, and it's just you can't mix business with pleasure. That you know what I'm saying? Like, business and pleasure, like that might be family. You love family to death. But business wise, the whole time they scheming to come up off you.
Right.
And you not knowing because you don't know the full business side.
Right.
Or a big industry. You not knowing the business side, they gonna throw at you what they want to throw at you.
Okay.
They'll sit there, you know what I'm saying? They'll sit there right there at the table.
So knowing what you know, would you sign a deal or would you rather stay independent?
Now that I know, independent unless the right deal come. And it's a real deal. Because a record label, their job is to get you any way they can. So what they going to do is, they bring you in the office.
Okay.
They going to sit that contract right there. But on side of that contract is upfront money.
Exactly.
So you'll see $500,000, $700,000. You being from the hood, never had that much money at one time. You ain't even reading that contract what you signing.
At all.
You looking at that money.
Taxes or nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You looking at the money, so you gonna sign, you gonna get your money in a little a chain, whatever, and a watch. But you just don't know. You just done signed your life away for at least about.
Well, last deal I seen was $250. But yeah, man, you know, with everybody rapping, bro, it seems like they got hundreds of artists in each neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, what separates your music from the next person, or your struggle from the next person?
The way I feel about it, my music differs because I make people feel good. Like I have heartfelt music, party music. I don't rap about killing you know, gangster shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? I could do that, but I try to bring a different vibe to things. Like I'm more of a trapper, so I like making trap music. I like making music for the women, and you know I make dance music. You know what I'm saying? And I still have the street music, but you know,
I mean, trap music. You know, the thing is with like trap music, man, you can't tell the good side without the bad side. So you know, trap music it come with all that gangster shit. You know what I mean? So like I tell people, man, I don't even trip on what type of music you make. You know what I mean? I just say do it and do it well, like because it's an avenue and a category for everything to sell. You know what I mean? I just feel like if you do it, be consistent at what you do it well. Don't be doing this one day and you know what I mean? Cause like it's so hard to get a fan base that kind of really be zoned in on what you're doing.
right,
And I feel like a lot of days people get fan base and then they'll switch because they don't have managers and stuff like that. Like people be saying like, what's the difference between being signed and not being signed? I tell you, the
right,
difference is that when you get signed, you know, you have to go to the studio at this time. You have to get up and do things. You know what I mean? When you're
right,
not signed, you can say, well, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it this day. So then when you start thinking like that, you start seeing work not getting finished, shit not
right,
getting done. When people get signed, man, they be having hundreds of songs already done that they didn't done before you even hear about them. The regular person don't want to go in the studio as much to get that one little hit song or they feel like it's a hit song. Man, most
right,
songs ain't really no hit like what you be thinking, you know what I mean? Because they got thousands of songs already out, you know what I mean? I feel like a hit song to me, it's slim to none when you come to hit songs, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Cause when you listen to the
right.
radio, bro, what is a hit song nowadays? Cause they'll shove a song down your throat and make it a hit song. If Drake
Facts,
ain't on it, you
facts.
know what I mean?
You're
Or if it ain't
right.
some type of new dance song, it ain't a hit. So I say, well, instead of thinking that way, why not just build my fan base up? If I could build a fan base up to be 10,000 fans, because it's a difference between fans and followers.
Right,
So if I can get a fan base of 2,000 fans, get some merch, at least 5,000 people gonna buy my CD or like my streaming. You know what I'm saying? That's at least $1,000. I just think people don't think from that point of view. Everybody think from I need to get the beat, get the hit. I can get signed, get on Vlad, get on Say Cheese TV. And thinking like that is their highlight way of thinking, that 15-second way of thinking. You know what I mean? The way I be thinking is more of on the other way, the stuff that you don't see. Like going and sit with the producer and creating the beat, the ASCAP, getting your website, getting your merch. You know, it take a lot to go sit down in front of a computer to design a shirt and do things. You know what I mean? Once you start doing stuff like that, bro, I just be feeling like it opens your mind and kind of make you look different. And then when you start seeing other people doing the same thing that you doing,
right.
you start being like, man, look how much time I wasted. Man, that's how easy it was. Because the same shirt that you got on right now with the little thing on the front of it, all that was a computer program. Somebody sit down in front of it and just made the time for the designing. You
Right.
know what I mean? I just feel like a lot of people down here don't really do a lot of that. They just go with the flow and use use things like TuneCore and these other places for to promote their music. So I'm thinking to myself like, I need to come out with a website like Spotify or TuneCore. If all you gonna do is go to the studio, lease a beat or get that bitch off YouTube, don't even pay for it, and just give it to me to promote it, and you gonna pay me what, $30 a month, $50 a month? Niggas gonna be really thinking, you know what I mean? And so it's like, so a lot of this stuff be like bots or whatever. They put your song up there and they'll just like send it to different places or whatever. You know, but they don't necessarily mean nobody gonna listen.
Yeah, I think the thing is with that is what your mindset is. You know, you gotta have a mindset. You want to be a boss, you gotta have a boss mindset, or grow yourself into that. You know, a lot of artists think this, just like you say, because they paid a little $30, $50, oh, it's gonna pop off. It all start with groundwork. You know what I'm saying? It start with groundwork. You gotta have a mindset to well, I don't need nobody to tell me to do this. When I know I should be doing this, I should be on top of that. Not to learn for the next level, I should be listening to somebody who's trying to elevate me. You know. Like I say, that always comes around to what energy you have around you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know what I'm saying. Yeah, if you in your clique, if everybody agreeing with you all the time, them a yes man. A real friend, a real person in business, they gonna tell you right then and there. Nah, man, I think you.
Yeah, but I think it all starts, bro. Like I say, down here when you jump on the interstate, you don't see nothing fabulous. Like when you go to Atlanta, Texas, and stuff like that, like you jump on the interstate, you see buildings and stuff. Like it make you think with a, you know what I'm saying, with a different mindset. Down here, you jump on the interstate, you don't see nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like when you deal with a lot of people down here, like you say, with the mindset, you will have somebody feeling like they got the mindset of a boss, but their definition of a boss is what they see on the movie. What they
Yeah,
seen on this and what they seen on that. They ain't really had no man to say, nah, that ain't really no boss. It's an actor.
right.
This is what a real boss is, what niggas really doing. Like niggas ain't really, man, nigga will cut those you in the first second they get. If they feel like they can come up with it, right? You know what I mean?
And what's crazy about that is it's like, you know, you're not a real person of learning in life if you think just because somebody criticize you or talk to you one on one, not blast you on the internet about something, and you turn around like, oh, this dude, oh, he hating on me.
Hey,
No,
that hurt when somebody criticize you.
you
You
know
know
what
what I
I'm saying?
mean? That hurt when somebody come tell you, hey, that ain't it. If you ain't been taught.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? You take it the wrong way, then you go in there and just blast somebody for no reason.
You know, that
It's
that
not like that. Because as long as they continue to be a yes man and
okay.
it don't work out, and then something negative come out from people outside your circle,
Okay.
and you might be the person that be sitting there like, I been told you that you didn't want to listen to what I had to say.
Facts.
Now you sitting there like, well, fuck the world, everybody's against me.
Right. And I think we done all felt like that at one time. It's just a growing up thing. You know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean?
once you learn through that mentally, and you know, another thing, you know, people have to realize that you know, life is too short to not understand, you know, the process of going through things. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to life, people have to realize you're on the hill for a certain amount of time. You go through stages in your life. Like when you growing up, you have the stages in life. You have best friends that you grew up with. You know what I'm saying, from the ground up. But y'all not hanging together today, every day. You know, the stage of your life bring different people, different assets, and you go through different things, different losses, different situations. But it's on you. That's God building your character to see how strong you are. You know, you gonna make mistakes in life, but it's on you to pick yourself up behind that.
Back, brother. So man, let's jump on back on the music for a second. That's what we here for.
All right.
New project out. What's the name of it?
New project, LA Biggie 3,
LA
Boss
Biggie 3.
Status.
Boss Status.
Um,
Link will be down below. Click on it.
it's gonna. I feel this is one of the best projects that I done worked on. You can see the elevation of me learning through the process. It's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make you want to get money. It's gonna make you want to make the women go wild. You know what I'm saying? It's touching all bases on them, and
Okay.
that's what I look for. Like I like the younger generation, but I'm trying to touch people that's around my age and over me.
And what is your age?
I'm 33.
Okay, still young.
33, so it's
This is a
like
young man's game in rap. So
right. So